Khan. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Kwadash. All right, we know Cap nations of kings and priests. All right, double honors to the elders of Masharai Yasharala. All right, the brothers who are enduring and trying to be the hopeful elect to help lead our nation back out of captivity, man, once our king frees us, man. You know, peace and salutations to the brothers that are on the highways and byways, man, pushing this word, man, you know, in sincerity and in truth, right? So yeah, we know Cap, man, and you know, we just we wanted to do a part 2 on what's going on with you know Russia and Ukraine, and obviously the rumors of wars, the beginning of war, and you know what is to come. And you know it's it's about that time, man. It's about that time. These are the things that us prophets go into in prophecy and then warn our people. And then when now we see this, you know, coming in flourishing, you know, and actually rolling out, you know, it's time that we, you know, stop wasting time, man, you know, and start putting in the work of the Lord, man, you know, start dedicating ourselves to the Most High, dedicating ourselves to the nation. And most importantly, man, if you got a grudge or if there's something you're dealing with that you can't let go, man, let it go. Forgive your brother, man. You ain't walking in the kingdom holding a grudge with your brother, man. You know? So anyways, you know, we wanted to kind of discuss this. We got a couple videos for you, some information that we found, and you know, some graphic video as well. You know, that you know is going to be it's something that our eyes are going to have to see and prepare for. You know, we talk about faith, we talk about believing in faith and love are action words, man. So now as these times are coming in fruition, your faith is going to be tested. Your belief is going to be tested, man. Right? Salakia, one precept. What is that? Let's grab that in Revelation 2:10. Right? Because it's gonna happen, man, you know, and we got to prepare ourselves. Right? Go ahead and grab that Revelation 2:10, Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Be thou faithful unto death.
So Salakia, it says, be ye faithful unto death. That's how much faith you got to have, brothers and sisters. You got to have faith where the fear of death has left you. It don't exist in your spirit. Think about the woman in Second Maccabees, the second chapter. You know how much faith she had or has, because we know she's here today somewhere, right? So it says, "Be ye either faithful unto death." Finish that off, King.
And I will give thee a crown of life.
That's the reward, Akim and Aquafium, right? That crown, man, that rulership, you know, that acceptance onto the kingdom. Bahashim Mashiach Yahweh Shai. We see these things coming, man. So we got to get ready, man. You know? Go ahead, Kadar. What was that? Go ahead. I don't know if you want to say something, Mark, but we should grab that scripture as well.
Right.
Scripture.
Give me the Psalms 119 and 104.
Come on.
The Psalms 119 and 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way.
So through the precepts of the Most High God, we're going to get the understanding. And guess what? With us getting that understanding, we're gonna hate every false way. So any brother or sister that's coming with false information, you have to despise them and not deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're coming with this false information. But through the precepts, that's how you're gonna get to understand. So that's what we gotta deal with. So give me that first video, Baruch Shah.
Which one?
With Biden standing speaking to the press, you
Oh,
know,
to the press? Okay.
answering questions for them. That's gonna be my first one. Sleepy Joe asking,
Sleepy Joe.
talking to the press. Sleepy Joe.
So like we got a couple here.
You're fine.
Are you urging China to help? Are you urging China to help isolate Russia? Are you urging?
Can y'all hear?
Isolate Russia? Are you urging?
Khan.
Are you urging China to help isolate Russia? Are you urging China to help isolate?
So y'all see his question? Are you urging China to isolate Russia?
Russia.
I'm not prepared to comment on that at the moment. No.
I'm not prepared to comment on that.
No. He's had his hand up.
Khan, he said, I'm not prepared to comment on that.
Yeah, he had to push it to the side.
Right.
Sleepy Joe had to push it to the side, man. I got to get this out of the way because I don't want to stir up nothing with China, man. He knows what's going on. He ain't stupid by a long shot.
Right. Salakia, here we go.
A long time.
Thank you, Mr. President. How concerned are you that Putin wants to go beyond Ukraine into other countries and the U.S. will have to get involved if he moves into NATO countries?
Well, if he did move into NATO countries, he will be involved. We will be involved. The only thing that I'm convinced of is...
Pause it right there, Malak. Salakia, just go back just a little bit. But you see how he said that with so much pride and so much confidence. Like, oh, yeah. If he does do that, we will get involved. Man, they really don't want to do it. They really don't want to go and fight them. But you see how magnificent the Most High is? He's stirring this thing up. He's in there whipping this pot up and putting these chess pieces in the places. Man, the Most High is magnificent, man. He's getting these people riled up with each other, getting this thing boiled up so it can come to that day, man. The day that he returns, man. Smack them right in their face. Keep going, Malak.
Involved if he moves into NATO countries.
Well, if he did move into NATO countries, he will be involved. We will be involved. The only thing that I'm convinced of is if we don't stop now, he'll be emboldened. If we don't move against him now with these significant sanctions, he will be emboldened. Look, you know, every...
Wait, I need to rewind that again.
Go ahead.
You know, y'all need to get this, what he just said.
He's talking all this right now.
Sleepy Joe is drunk off of a little bit of bourbon right now.
Right.
If we don't stop now, he'll be emboldened. If we don't move...
Hold on, let me see if I can put this louder. Oh, yeah, I can put this much louder. Hold on. There we go.
Move against him now. What he's convinced of is if we don't stop now, he'll be emboldened. Don't move against him now with these significant sanctions, he will be emboldened. Look, you know, every, well, anyway.
Can you talk anything more about
I forgot.
You see that? Anyway, let me just move on because I don't forgot it already. Look, there goes his iconic smile. I tell you, that's a Sleepy Joe. That's the smile right there. Like, yeah. This how I won the seat.
That's a good one.
Mr. President.
Man.
Yo, it just smiled the whole time. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, oh my gosh, man. The Most High know what he's doing. He'll put these clowns in the seat. and just stir up everything, man. Like for real, man. It's crazy. Uh, brother, give me Revelations 19 and 19. Baba Shah. This is what he's stirring up, man. He's having these nations to go against each other to build up old beef and new beef over the littlest pettiest things. Well, it's petty to us, but to the Most High is major. Everything is an agenda. The agenda is for this world to end, these nations to go back at the bottom, and Israel to rise up on top. This has to come into fruition. This has to come into effect. Because if not, we're going to continue to stay in this captivity. These other nations are going to continue to rule over us. And the world going to continue to be in folly and sin and madness. This madness has to end. And the Messiah is putting these chess pieces in their place so this thing can end. But guess what? It's going to be a lot of our brothers and sisters that don't want it to end. They're going to fight on the side of the enemy just so it don't end.
Mm-hmm.
Bring out Revelations 19 and 19, Baba Shah.
The book of Revelations, chapter 19, verse 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth, and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, and against his army.
Man, they was gathered together because right then and there they was fighting each other. But they came under one agreement to fight against the King of Kings, man. Because that's what it's going to come down to. When World War III is happening, the King of Kings is going to show up, and they're going to gather together to fight against the King of Kings. Now, I already said the kings of this world and the beast. Who the beast is talking about? Babylon, aka America. That is Babylon the Great. So, while the beast is there and the kings, they're gathering together to fight against the King of Kings. Keep going.
Verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image.
Uh-huh.
These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
You see that? And the beast that's talking about, because who set up the image of the false prophet that was set up? That's talking about Cesar Borgia. Who set him up? Set up that image and caused those that worship this image to get the mark of the beast. That's talking about our people, the people that's worshiping Cesar Borgia. Letting you know and solidifying that it's Babylon the Great, which is America. Because they set this image up, everyone worship to it. They're all going to die believing in a nation of people that don't give two doodles about them. They're going to get burnt up in the lake of fire. Keep reading.
Verse 21. And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword
Wait a minute,
proceeded
what happened? Oh, sorry.
and the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse,
Uh-huh.
which sword proceeded out of his mouth.
Uh-huh.
And all the fowls were filled with their flesh.
You see that? So not only is the King of Kings going to slay you, but you're going to get ate up by birds. You're going to be pigeon food. All these nations going to get wiped out. But before that, they got to fight each other. So this is the time that we in, brothers. This is the time that we in. It's that time. These major wars got to happen. We've been saying it for years, and ain't nobody believed us. Now it finally don't hit the fan. Now they finally seeing what's going on. Cap, give me that image, the video with the I want to say it's the. Give me the one with the people inside the house that had the video camera and he seen the rocket shot past their house. If any of y'all brothers want to say anything or bring out precepts, just say it. You already know. Hey, Gideon, get Jeremiah 9:22. Excuse me.
Salaki, I had to take myself out of mute, man. Hold on. Look at the dead bodies, bro. America's gonna be a lot worse, by the way.
You hear me, Cap? Pause it right there. Oh, it already changed. Go back a little bit, Cap, to the military man. Gideon, give me Jeremiah 9:22.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 22. Beat, thus saith the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon an open field, and as the
Upon
handful
what?
upon an open field.
You see that? This is the open field. You see how many men are down there dead like dung? Man, it's gonna be way worse for America. It's gonna be way worse for the other nations. Keep going, Malak.
And as the handful after the harvest man, and none shall gather them.
And none is gonna gather them. How you gonna gather up these bodies if you're running for your life too? These other nations, they ain't gonna be able to gather up their loved ones. Them days is over. Ain't no trying to bury them. You're trying not to die, getting blown up, shot to death, stabbed up, things of that sort. This is the time of war. Them days is over. You got to smell bodies stacked up and dead for months, years. Wars don't end like that. They don't end that easy. It takes a while for them to end. And if they do, and this the time that we in, these wars ain't ending. Keep playing the video, Malak. Look at that. Now this is where a bomb dropped. You can see the crater in the ground. That's a whole child right there, blown to smithereens. They think this is a game. Hey, y'all might as well get used to this because you're going to see this in America, but on a major disaster. Major. See the craters in the ground? This is nothing compared to what's going to happen to America.
Oh yeah. Hey, y'all like playing them Call of Duty games, right?
Right.
Let me tell
this
you,
is
man. This is called a realistic.
Right. Call it real life.
Yeah, this is gonna.
That's part of
fake stuff.
You know.
So reality.
Look, Salakia, let me go back a little bit. Look at the van. The window shattered, right? All the windows shattered. You know what that is? That's a blast.
Right.
right? That's not impact. That's the blast that was so powerful that it blew the windows.
Right. All praise, all praise. You see, man, you see this thing. This is why we know this is not no game, man. It's gonna be serious more and more. This is just the beginning of woes. This is the beginning of destruction. This ain't even the ice on the cake. Uh, Gideon, give me Revelations 14 and 12. Man, this is just the beginning.
Shalom, Manatazak. Oh yeah, we just read that one.
Yeah, we went into your verse, bro. We went into it. It was a fire precept too, cause man, that's what you get ready to see. Except what America gonna be seeing is Mount Everest of bodies. This is nothing. The mountains of bodies that's gonna be in America, they won't know what to do with them.
What precept did you ask for?
Revelations 14 and 12. I'm gonna start there. You reading 15.
I'm ready when you guys are.
No, I'm ready when you're ready. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Malak.
The book of Revelations, chapter 14 and verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahweh Shai.
This is your patience. Pause right there, Malak. This is your patience. We've been we're patiently waiting, still patiently waiting, and have to continue to patiently wait. Keeping the commandments, faith in our King, doing what we're supposed to do. This is our job that we have to do. We have to continue to do that. Because regardless of what, these nations are going after each other, eat your popcorn and still have patience and watch them bring themselves to doom. This is your job. This is what you need to be doing. Still go out there on the street corner, teach your people, however format you need to do it. Go out there and teach your people. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Forget everything else.
Like Elder Zabak, Salakia, like Elder Zabak says, till the chariots fly.
Right. Have that patience until the chariots fly, man. Because guarantee you procrastinating now, you don't know the day the king gonna return. We don't know. A lot of prophecies still have not come to fruition. So until then, you better be holding out strong. If not, well, you're doomed. You're in the club, you're doomed. You got them twigs in your mouth, you're doomed. Whatever you're doing, you is doomed. You keep messing around. You want to follow Sleepy Joe? Fall asleep on a phone call and make a mistake and hit the nuclear bomb button? Go right on the head. But guess what? You're going to be burning up in a lake of fire right along with Sleepy Joe on your back. Keep going, Malak.
Hey, Salakia, real quick. Shalom, Elder Karash. Shalom, King. Pray all is well, Elder. Yahweh Shemel Shabarakatah to you and your father, Shalom, and you and your Abba. Glad to see he's doing well. Salute and pray in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Y'all good. Shalom. Go ahead, King.
All praise to the Most High. Shalom to you, Malak. Shalom to you, Elder. Keep going, Giddy.
Verse 13. And I heard a voice from the heavens saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord. For henceforth,
blessed are the what?
Yea,
Salakia.
Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord.
Stop. Blessed are them that die in the name of the Lord, man. You dying for the word of the Most High God, you're blessed, man. The Most High has a receipt reserved for you. You dying in the name of the Lord. You dying out there teaching your people, doing what you're supposed to do. The Most High got a seat, a crown, everything reserved for you. Keep going. That's the objective. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going, Gideon. Baba Shah.
From henceforth, yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them.
Right. So that's the point. Keep going. Don't stop. Because eventually you're going to get that crown. You're going to get that seat. You're going to get that rest from all the laborious work that you've been doing, all the hardship that you've been going through, the wicked deeds that have been trying to mess with you, these demons, the sin, the everything. You're going to get rest from that. That's the objective. Keep going. And of course, to see our king, man. Who don't want to see their king, man? Y'all, man, you tripping if you don't want to see the king. But these are the objectives that we got to be focusing on and getting to it.
Hey, Bishop, hey, Shalom, Bishop says, bring that out again. Those who die in the name of the Lord are blessed. Right. That's the point, man. Right? It's and like Shatar Kadar was bringing out, is the spirit to endure. Like it's not, you can't be slipping right now, right? Because as the Most High is turning up, guess who else is turning up? Hashatan is turning up. He knows his time is short. Let me get that script, man. Salaka, you I don't want to move from your point.
No, we good. You can jump. I'm gonna have him come back to 14. I want 14. That's like the biggest one I want. I want 14.
Let's finish it off here, and then we'll
okay. Just get 14, and we can switch.
Verse 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having his own head.
No, you good. No, you good. Salakia, my bad. But I was just gonna say, right. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting on that chariot. This is the King of Kings, man. What gonna happen? Keep going.
Having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle.
A sharp sickle, man. On his head a golden crown, in his hand a sharp sickle, man. What you finna do with that? Keep going.
Right.
Verse 15. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe.
Right. You see that? That's what the sickle is for. He's for the come and reap, because the harvest is ripe, man. Brothers, we are in the time of the harvest, man. It's getting ripe right now. It's getting very ripe, man. These produce are sprouting up left to right. We got to stay strong, bro. We got to hold on and keep going, man. Don't falter now. It's fourth quarter and you finna fall back. Oh, yeah, you know, my points are kind of high up there. I'm just finna fall back. Next thing you know, the team don't won the whole game. They went overtime. Why weren't you going overtime? You was tripping. You cannot falter now, man. We got to keep going strong. Harder than ever. But, hey, we know what time it is. And we know who we dealing with. Jake don't think like that. That's all I got to say. Bring out your precept, Cap. The water.
Let's go to Revelation 12 and 12, Baba Kashan. So he knows that the time is short. And a lot of what we see today and this, coming to fruition, the prophecies, we see a great, let me get that precept too, but let's grab this first. We see a great falling away, but we also see a great awakening, right? And we see brothers coming into truth, young brothers with the fire, breaking down precepts. We see elders still pushing this truth. We also see a great falling away, right? We see Christians trying everything, pulling every trick that they have in the hat to try and justify their white supremacist religion against the Bible, right? Because Hashatan knows that his time is short, right? So go ahead and read that, King. Revelation 12 and verse 12.
Revelation verse 12, chapter 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you,
right?
Having great wrath.
Having what?
Having great wrath.
So the devil has great wrath. So now it's not just your regular wrath, it's great wrath. So we see that they're gonna, nation's gonna come against nation. Prophecy is gonna be fulfilled. The everything is gonna come at a basically boiling point, right? This is where Hashatan's plan is. So now that fear that all this is going to happen, that prophecies on unwinding, is going to break you down as a man, Israelite man. That's why you got to be patient in this truth. The brother brought out the scripture in verse 14 where it said, Salakia, where it said, these are those who keep the commandments and patience of the saints. I'm paraphrasing, but being patient and waiting for our king to come is a integral part of our faith, right? We can't know we Israel. We have to do we Israel. This is not a game, right? Get your house in order, Akim. The time is drawing nigh. Repent, forgive, make amends with brothers that you have not made with. Because, hey, that's another thing too. There's a lot of resentment and grudge. You ain't walking into the kingdom with a grudge in your heart for your brother. We read that in Leviticus 19 and 18, man. You're not walking in the kingdom holding a grudge with your brother, man. Prove me otherwise.
Yeah, that's one thing about Yahweh Shai. That's a platform that he set for all of us. Is like love yourself as well as your neighbor, as well as your enemies. So at the end of the day, we all in this truth together. We all went through the downfalls of being our own enemies, but we were sinning in the world. So that shows you an example. You still have to love your brother no matter if he's wicked, no matter if he lies, no matter if he bears false witness. At the end of the day, you still have to keep it 100% focus on what the Most High presents with his son, that he set that platform that is going to make you stronger, is going to make you grow in the truth, and the Most High is going to deal with you in that way as you learn how to love your enemies to the end. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. Hey, and when he says enemies, to love your enemies, talking about your brother. Okay? Because unless we come together, the world is not going to be put in the place that Yahweh made it to be. We are the kings and priests of this earth, Khan. So it's up to us. So when the king comes back, you got to be ready. Right? So the Hashatan right now is in full force and he's having great wrath. Right? Continue reading.
Verse 13. The end of verse 12. Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
You see that? He knows this. He knows the time is short. He sees the Israelites waking up. He's putting a muzzle on the stars that say, yeah, we are the real Jews, and then they have to make a public announcement saying, no, you know what, we're not the real Jews. I just said that, for whatever, but I apologize to the real Jews out there. So they could call themselves Jews, but we can't. Right? You read that in Maccabees, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun. But here we go. It's about to turn up. Right? Real quick, one more precept. Give me 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. We're going to start out verse 1. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 1. I always get tongue twisted when I say that book, man. I don't know what's that.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua, and by our gathering together unto him.
Unto him, read.
That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand.
So now we're reading an epistle, a letter, a record, a communication piece between one party and another. This is a response letter to the saints in Thessalonians, right? This is in the first century, over 2,000 years old that we know of. And I'm not marking the exact year, but I'm saying over 2,000 years old. And he's saying, for the day of a Mashiach is at hand, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled neither in spirit nor in word. So this is a letter that was written more than 2,000 years ago. And the day of a Mashiach is at hand. Akim, there are prophecies that Paul would have wished he would have seen in our time today. He never saw this. He never saw Magog and Gog getting together. He never saw the wars that are going to come, right? He never seen this before. But in this time, he's saying the time of a Mashiach is at hand, right? So now, don't be shaken in spirit or in word or in letter. What's letter? The letter nowadays is communication, the visualizations that we see, internet, your phone, whatever. That's the communication. So what we see in, don't be shaken, right? For the time of Mashiach is at hand, right? Read verse 3, Baba Kasha.
Verse 3. Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
You see that? A falling away first needs to happen. We see a lot of brothers who love to serve the Most High the way they feel fit, right? Not what the scriptures say, the way they feel fit. That's nowhere in the scriptures. We have to learn how to serve the Most High in sincerity and in truth, and make your election sure. Can you truly look at yourself in the mirror and say you ready for a Mashiach's return? Okay. Continue reading up.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
That son of perdition and that man of sin is no other than your friendly neighborhood Edomite man, woman, and child. Right? Read.
Verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
Why? Because he called himself God. He has a God complex. Right? Read on.
Or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
You see that? He's the only one who did that. Right? So now we see this flourishing. We see this coming to pass. So we see that we're living in glorious times now. So we got to be ready, but not be shaken in mind or in spirit. Right?
That's right.
What video next?
I want Sleepy Joe.
So Salaki, let's do the because a lot of y'all don't know. It ain't just Russia, man. Right?
Right.
Russia
You talking about
got a lot of countries that back him up. We're gonna show it to you right quick, right? Go
Right.
ahead, Shaitan.
While you grabbing the brick, Gideon, Baba Kishar, give me Lamentations 4:22, Baba Kishar. I just want to land me back off of what Cap was just bringing out. This is going to solidify. You know what I'm saying? Is land me backing off of what he was just bringing out, saying, the other nations and the situation that we're in, how the Most High is going to bring us out of this. But this is why these things has to happen, because he's going to punish the other nations off of their iniquities. Bring that out.
You said which chapter, bro?
Lamentations 4:22.
The book of Lamentations,
Chapter.
chapter 4 and verse
Okay.
22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Slakia. Jump up to 21. Just go to 21.
Verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
You see, that's the point. He's going to discover the sins. Like the Most High already know the sins of Edom, the things that they have done. It's going to come to a time where we no longer going to get punished for the things that we have done in the past. It's going to come to the time where Edom is going to get punished. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's coming to. We have to stay strong and keep going forward, so that Most High willing, we'll see that day. Because I'm pretty sure you want to see your enemy fall. You want to see your enemy get punished for the things that they have done. But how you gonna see it if you're committing the same crimes that they're committing, but on a bigger scale, because you have the law? You was always given the law. You break it willingly. That's all I need to say. Go ahead, Cap. Bring that video up.
So this video we're gonna show is basically the I guess alliances that Russia has. So a lot of brothers and sisters don't understand that they have a lot. So we think about the whole NATO thing, but NATO may not be nothing compared to these. So
right,
y'all make it. But go ahead. So now countries that support Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if I could, I just saw a video on Pakistan, and they actually have a very fierce army, believe it or not. Apparently they do, So I just wanted to mention that, obviously we saw some mothers in there, like where's this idiot at? I ain't too worried about Venezuela. Venezuela is that, man? I don't even know why they're even there. But anyways, obviously you got North Korea.
Biggest threat.
yeah, this dude is obviously a advocate to he don't try to reach United States with his missiles apparently already. You know what I'm saying? So he really tried. Obviously you have Iran, you know, and then but the big one here is China. China's military force is one of the biggest, if not the biggest. So obviously there's
The
support.
biggest.
Russia, forget about it, man.
Right. Ain't nobody really worried about Lebanon
Or Venezuela.
or Venezuela. Iran, yeah.
Right.
Serbia and Belarus now. Oh, and
Syria.
Syria.
So now this dude is, apparently he was the one that was charged with um with chemical warfare on his own people. We talk about chemical warfare. If y'all remember a few years back, he actually basically conducted chemical warfare on his own people. Killing everyone, women, children. You name it. Chemical warfare is bullets and missiles and explosions are one thing. Chemical warfare is a whole other ballgame, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up, It's probably, I would say probably even worse because sometimes you die slow,
Right. And
it's a
that
wrap.
guy. Oh, and Belarus. Don't forget about that dude. They pretty vicious too.
Con.
And then when you got Ukraine. Pause it right there. Look at Sleepy Joe. Oh my gosh. The smile alone is just I'm a rapist. Like it just gives that vibes. Like he just feels weird, man. I'm telling you.
He looks like the Joker.
Right, man. He does, man. Yo, every time I just look at that, I just bust out laughing. And him as your ally. Yo, you're better off I don't know, hiring a clown to be with you. Like, this guy here, man. But keep going, Salakia.
Look at this guy.
Oh my! Don't even get me started. Tell me he don't look like the one of the Osborne kids or the father, one of the Osborne.
Oh, you talking about Ozzy Osbourne?
With that weird hairstyle, or your boy the British guy that don't brush his teeth, Austin Powers. He look like him.
He said Austin Powers.
He looks just like Austin Powers. Like, yeah, baby. Now France is a reckoning. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Who that?
France. Their president. They are vipers, boy. I'm talking about vipers. They're vipers. The French, they're vipers. They got a lot of crooked stuff going on in their secret society and secret services and things of that sort. They're one of the ones that you gotta keep your eye on. But Salakia, keep going. Croatia, they got a woman.
Damn.
Some of these guys that's with Ukraine, you can't sleep on, and then some of them you can't sleep on. You could just fall asleep like Sleepy Joe, because they're definitely not doing nothing. Like Crotatia, really, really, you're really scared of a woman. She's gonna press the button just off GP, just cause she feels the type of way.
Right, right.
Oh, my menopause is kicking in. I'm gonna press the button. I'm telling you, like it's just I go. Like, how
I
can you
feel,
take her serious?
yeah, I feel like pressing the button.
Something is telling me to press the button. You know, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it.
Tazamaya, Shalom, King. Yabashim Shabakata. Shabbat Shalom, King.
Shalom a lot. Shabbat
Yeah,
shalom.
man.
Hey,
It's crazy,
give
bro.
me
What you want?
Salaki. I was gonna say get the NATO versus bricks. We need to bring out the bricks, and I want that picture of the bricks because
NATO.
they think it's a game. They don't.
Wait,
Our people don't know.
we're gonna bring out the fire. Hold on, let's bring out that fire. Let's bring out the fire right quick.
Okay. Bring out the fire.
All them different breed of Edomites look the same. Like
Yeah, they
I'm
all look the
telling
same.
you,
I was about to say that.
all Ukraine was straight Edomites. Everybody that's up under Ukraine was straight Edomites, except for Sleepy Joe. You know, he's a whole breed of mole rat.
oh,
You know, that just got lucky to sit in the seat. He's a whole breed of mole rat, underground mole rat.
they was all half dead though. If you didn't know,
Yeah, they look like the Walking Dead.
like the Rothschild.
I have to do the
Especially
entire.
the dude, the king over United Kingdom. That dude looked like a clown.
Look at this, Akim.
Oh, right. This is the
Shalom.
Lake of Fire
Just
on
a
a smaller scale. Y'all not ready for this. This is what these people are experiencing. Y'all not ready for this.
Hey, if I could, this is probably at the smallest scale. Look how the whole entire screen is on fire. When we say the
Right.
lake of fire, it's America burning. It's not too far fetched, especially when there's thousands of missiles that can hit and cause miles and miles and miles of damage.
That's right.
Right. And it's nuclear fire. It's different. It's a
Right,
whole different ball game. Like I was
right.
just explaining to my people. I said, y'all think it's a joke. They shoot one nuke. Say that bit hit New York. You think because we didn't get hit with the mushroom cloud, everywhere is getting hit with radiation and the tremors from the nuke hitting fucking New York. And I'm not saying that it's going to hit New York. I'm just saying hypothetically, if it did happen, right? The power of a nuke hitting any spot, the tremors alone will wipe out any, nearby cities, states. It does not matter. It will what's the word I'm looking for? Like
Literally.
ricochet. It will ricochet from that one zone to everywhere else. Just imagine the whole East Coast would get wiped out. Imagine them giant tidal waves and things of that sort. Like they don't comprehend what's going on. They can't see it until it happens. But keep going, Baba
No.
Shah. Salaki.
Let's go down.
Let's go down. What is that gonna do?
Oh shit. Holy shit. No fucking way. Holy shit, baby.
Holy shit, Karen. Holy shit.
Yo, can you hold my hand? Why does it remind me of what's that movie? What's the name of that movie? Something Lane.
Cloverfield.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cloverfield.
Cloverfield. Thank you, man. Right,
Cloverfield.
right. See, Mike Collar was all in my head, man. Come on, stay out my head, bro. Yeah, Cloverfield. It literally reminds me of Cloverfield. Please hold my hand. We walking through the dark. I don't know what's out here. Like,
Yeah,
like,
Con,
come
look,
on, bro.
the concussion wave from that blast will wipe out stuff with before the fire from the blast even touches it. Yeah, that's true. So like a nuclear missile, one, right? Miles and imagine 1,000, man. So when
It's
we
got to
see
be.
images like this, it's not far-fetched to actually say, well, the lake of fire, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not far-fetched,
Con.
you know?
Man, Cap, the number is even bigger because we gotta look at it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the stuff is different. We know Russia they making nukes. You know what I'm saying? They got plutonium and things of that create this stuff. What?
Hello? Kadar, you there? All right, well,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
move
here.
on.
I
Okay.
don't know what just happened. It just cut out on me. Anyway, they got the equipment to make this stuff. So it's like they can make.
Hey, you
Y'all
cutting
hear me?
off, Malak. You cutting out, Malak.
Con, you can't
Hold on, y'all
anymore.
can hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
cut.
Con.
Yo, just continue, cause I don't know what's going on.
All right, I'm gonna play this video with the actual missiles, right? And that ain't nuclear missiles, but they missiles, right? So let me grab it right quick. Y'all hear that, right? Look how fast they going up in the air, man. You know, and just I mean, when they reach their destination, man, it's a wrap. You saw how many? I mean, if I were to put a number on it, I would be like close to 200, man. Or Shalaka, in a matter of time, it'll be easy for just 200 in a matter of minutes just to go in the air.
Con, that's right. It's fast.
This is really fast. And look at the amount that are just, just flying. It's crazy.
They have the money to do it.
Wow.
Most High is turning it up.
That's right. That's right. Did I play
Hold on, y'all.
this?
About to shot.
Oh yeah, watch this. This is another one here. I mean, look how fast they're blasting them. I mean, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible, man.
It's like you think they're shooting a lot. You can see so many of them just going out less than a second.
Right, right. In a matter of seconds.
That's it.
It's just so fast. And then the damage that they're gonna do. You know, that's
Oh.
another thing too.
Yeah, as time goes on, you see more destruction.
You know, give me Isaiah 9 and 5. Let's go to Isaiah 9 and 5. Who's there? Kadar. Kadar, you back?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My
It's
screen
your phone.
turned white and then went black. My
It's your
phone is
phone
messed
now.
up.
It
Yeah.
got hacked. It got hacked by Russian agents.
I know, man. They're like,
Hey,
get you, nigga.
hey, that's another thing too. We got to talk about. Well, I don't even want to talk about it right now, but I mean, like that cyber attack as well.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot
you
of
know
y'all
that's
gonna lose
being
your
done in Russia.
phones. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose internet access. I mean, it's gonna be a wrap.
That's the real definition of Jacob's trouble.
Come on. Let's get that Isaiah 9 and 5, Baba Kasha. Whoever can grab it first. Gideon, if you're
Yeah,
available.
I got to pull up.
Go ahead, King.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise,
Mm-hmm.
and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and feeble with fire.
Fuel of fire. So now we just saw a whole video, man. I mean, literally the whole video, the whole city burning fire, man. You know, and now, mind you, this is a small scale. This is an extremely small scale. When it really turns up, that's what we're going to be experiencing, Akimi Aquathium. You know, what precept?
The Isaiah 9 and 5. You used it, man. Dang it! I had that one clutched. I had that one clutched to the side. You just went ahead and just said, "Oh, did we use it?" Anyway,
that's the spirit,
man. Right. All praise.
Go ahead,
man,
King.
bro.
Get down.
Get the NATO versus Brit. It's on the list. I know. I think Manatazat the one who put it up there.
All right, let me see. Well, go ahead and let me find it. I gotta find it.
You okay? Come on. All right. Gideon, give me Revelation 17 and 14. And I'll tell you the next one after that. But give me Revelation 17 and 14. Baba Kasha.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 17 and verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Right. They're called, they're chosen, and they're faithful. Because guess what? Every other nation finna make war. Hold on. Every other nation finna make war with the Lamb of Lambs, the King of Kings. They finna go at him with everything they got because they don't want to lose what they have. But the ones that's rolling with him, guess what they're gonna call? Chosen. The ones that he picked from the foundation of the earth. Brothers and sisters, y'all better understand that. Y'all better hold on to that, and y'all better keep going. As you falter in this final ending of this last race, man, it could be the end for you. That could be it. So that's all I got. Shalom.
All right, I'm gonna show this because it's hilarious.
Don't get me started. You finna put on the what's name? Yes. Man. This one is hilarious. Y'all favorite TV show, Family Guy. You gotta go back, Cap. Go back, Cap. Go back, Cap. They get the ejector. You know, Putin, mother of Russia.
Good.
U.S. media.
Right. They get hype over everything he does.
Oh, he was putting us on, huh?
Oh, he was putting this on. Yo, that was a good one, man. I'll tell you, I don't know where they be coming up with this stuff. Oh my gosh, Esau's a buffoon, boy. I'll tell you. Oh man, matter of fact, get that one with Sleepy Joe on the last interview. What he said about the American people if they don't get out of Ukraine.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, it's with the three I sent you. I sent that one first. I sent the one with the Family Guy, and then I sent that last one where he was answering the people. When he was answering the the paparazzi,
So we
the
need
media.
to bring this one out. America can learn from the fall, right? Of
Oh, right. Shalom. Shalom. Yo, he was putting us on. Oh man.
What the hell? Oh, there we go. All right, watch this. So this is an article, right? And it's basically we're just gonna go, a little bit with it, but what America can learn from the fall of Rome, of the Rome Republic. The Rome Republic destroyed itself. Are we on the same path? Are they on the same path?
Right.
You want to read that, Malak, or you want me? You want a brother to read it? What do you want?
Oh yeah, they definitely got to read it. I cannot see that thing, even if I zoom in.
All right, I'll read it. It says, if you were a Roman citizen around, say, 200 BC, you probably would have assumed that Rome was going to last forever. At that time, Rome was the greatest republic in human history. Its institution had proven resilient to the invasions of all kinds of disasters. But the foundation of Rome started to weaken less than a century later. And by 27 BC, the republic had collapsed entirely. The story of Rome. Hey, somebody grab he shall see who pierced him. Somebody grab that. Revelation 1.
1 and 7.
Khan. Go ahead and read that right quick.
Tom.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him.
So this is a Mashiach. Every eye shall see him, and those who pierced him. Who pierced him? Right? The Edomites, the Romans, man. Right? So now they're still here today as a what? As another nation. So they're here and they're going to see him, right? But so let me continue, right? It says the story of Rome's fall is both complicated and relatively straightforward. The state became too big and chaotic. The influence of money. When y'all go on mute, Baba Kasha. If all that sounds familiar, well, that's because the parallels to the current political movement are striking. Edward Watts, a historian of University of California, San Diego, published a book in 2018 titled Mortal Republic that carefully lays out what went wrong in ancient Rome and how the lessons of its decline might help save feedling republics like the United States today. Watts spoke about those lessons, why he thinks America, the American Republic, also with several others, are in danger of going the way of ancient Rome. So now, mind you, ancient Rome, what did it say about ancient Rome? It said that it collapsed entirely. You see that?
Right. So America gonna collapse entirely.
So now, I spoke to Watts about those lessons and why he thinks American Republic, along several others, they're in danger of ancient Rome. This conversation took place in January 9th, 2019. Now, mind you, this is before the pandemic, man. All right. Or the recent social unrest following George Floyd's. Man, this has been going on for a while, man. But the border, the barrier question, so I can't see that. He raised remain as relevant today as they were when he initially spoke. A light edited script of conversation follows. Why write a book about Rome's decline now? When I started teaching the Rome history, the main questions of the students were always about comparing the end of Rome Empire with the state of the American Empire. And this was usually tied to the Iraqi War. In the past 10 years, why am I going to read all this, man? Why am I reading all this?
You don't have to. You could have
you got to give me like you got to give me like some bullet points, man. I'm reading this whole article, man. I feel like I'm in
right.
college.
You don't
man.
have to read the whole. Hell no. All we needed was that first half. That was it. It's dead. Boom. We got the gist of it.
All right.
Boom. It's gonna crumble just like Rome did. Boom. We got the gist of it. Get the similarities. Get the other one that I sent you. The other one I sent you. The second one that took a long time to be sent to you.
Oh, okay.
The Russians put crack on my phone or something.
Con. Con. Okay, let me pull it up here.
Right. All you need is that first paragraph that the dude wrote. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
That's all we need.
I see it.
That's all we need.
Long as hell.
Yeah. You can bypass the ones that we don't need. You just need main key points.
All right. So this is what similarities does America have with Rome? Rome rose to become a world power by annihilating Carthage after two Punic Wars. America rose to become a world power by annihilating Germany in 2 world wars. Look at that similarity.
Right. You see that?
Crazy. Right. It says both Romans and Americans had Iran as their main enemy in the West.
Right. But how? Who is Iran now? Who was Iran back then?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's how you that's how you gotta line it up. But keep going, Salakia.
Romans as well as Americans want to dominate the whole of Europe. Romans were prevented from this by Germanic tribes, and Americans were prevented from this by Russians.
You see that? The Russians stopped them. So this is why this beef is so, there. It's gonna always be there because we could have took over the world, but y'all stood in our way. So you see how it's coming back full circle. Keep going.
Both Rome and America were originally republics of the soldier farmers without much social and economic disparity. towards the end of Rome was no longer a nation of soldier farmers, but a sort of corporation controlled by despots, and were where wealth was controlled by a small class of corrupt, filthy, immortal, rich persons.
You see that? You see
Oh, yeah.
that? Boom. Cold cut. And then even with the farmers thing, like you already know, they just ripped off people that knew how to make the land, that knew how to grow crops on the land. So that's just there's similarities. We could get it right there, but that's all I needed. You know what I'm saying? That shows right in there that the same Romans from back then is the same people that's here now
Yeah.
doing the same exact thing that their forefathers did or that they did.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Give me Sleepy Joe crying on the stand. That man was over there like, man, I'm telling the American people, leave Ukraine, leave it now, because we cannot fight them. Like, oh man, it was so funny. Oh man, y'all boys got to see that thing. It was so funny. I was dying laughing. I couldn't believe this guy. This man was crying, crying. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Don't worry, I got one for that, for the dead bodies. One of my good luck precepts. How many other videos do we have? Into the article.
Hold
Any
on.
of y'all brothers got precepts?
Fuck. I guess I gotta go share the screen.
Any of y'all brothers got precepts? What's up? What's up? Looking at y'all guys.
Con. You brought out Revelation 20 and 8.
No, I have not.
Revelation 20 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah, Revelations 20 and 8.
Oh, Salakia. Start at 20 and 2.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 20 and verse 2. And he laid hold on the dragon, the old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
We all know that old serpent, devil, Satan is talking about basically the nation or the Edomites, the descendants of Edom. They have Satan spawns and things of that nature. But that's what that's specifically talking about, and we bound them up. Basically, we held them as servants for 1,000 years, and then keep reading.
Verse 3, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set the seal upon him, that he should deceive the nation no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
That bottomless pit, so you're gonna be cast into that bottomless pit, man. That that bottomless pit, so he won't deceive the nations, because Esau, he's out here deceiving the nation, making sanctions with different cities, different countries, and things of that nature, man. He basically, deceiving other nations so he can. The main thing it boils down to is resources. Esau is all about resources and taking over, dividing and conquering things, man. That's how he got a hold of the nation of Israel, and because everything is at the Most High will. You know what I'm saying? And especially in the kingdom of heaven, man, you're gonna be bound. He's gonna be bound until that his 1,000 years is up, and then he gonna, that's it. After the 1,000 years, it's gonna be no more Esau, no more, we're not even gonna remember the name Esau anymore. But I'm gonna get more deep into it, man. And let me go to verse 7. And get more detail. We'll go to verse 7.
This is verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Kind of keep going up.
Verse 8. And shall go out and deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog. Fuck it.
Kind of keep going up.
Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
Man, that's what these nations doing right now. They're going to war with each other, man. They're basically in the same country region, and they're the same people. You know what I'm saying? Despite the modern name differences and things of that nature, they still the same people. You know what I'm saying? So they've been deceived, and now they're going to war with each other, man. Now they at battle with each other. And the numbers are home of the sand of the sea, man. And like the brothers were bringing out with the NATO and all these countries coming together, man. That's the sand of the sea, man. And their armies, they have endless armies from Russia. Russia probably got the biggest army right now, and next to China, and then America and so on and so on. Let me go to keep going up to verse 10.
You want to read verse 9 also?
Yeah, read to verse 10. Yeah, read 9 too.
Okay. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them.
Keep going.
And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
Kind. So, man, we already seen a little preview of the lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? The Caesar Borgia photo going, and the Virgin Mary statue going in the lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? Along with the false prophets, your pastor, your Joel Osteen, all these people going in the lake of fire, man, with the false prophet and Hashatan deceiving everybody, and the fire coming down from everything from the Most High God, man. The Most High God got everything set up and planned out how He wanted, man. If He wanted the war to escalate even more right now, it can happen in the blink of an eye, man. And there's nothing nobody can do to stop it, because it was already written in stone, set in stone. No matter how much you love Russia or whatever, whoever you love, you know what I'm saying, prophecy can't be stopped. It gotta be fulfilled, man. And, that's all we got, man. That's it. That's all I yield.
Con.
All right, Akim. Let's play this. Hey, Salaki, a lot of this looks staged, man.
Yeah, definitely. But like they got paid.
I don't know if it's just me, but definitely.
Да, сын, на работе я одна, куда мне бежать? Куди ховатися? Куди? Скажіть, будь ласка. Свою семью должны покидать! Что это такое? Военное положение. А что ждать? Паника, что? Паника? Совсем страшно. Дети, куда детей девать? Куда прятаться? Куда деваться? Убежищ нету, ничего нету. Ровное место. Куда? Куда?
Потому что кто-то не смог договориться и решили помериться с силами. А страдают люди обычно, которые не хотят ни войны, ни всего. Мы хотим мирно жить, мы хотим работать, мы хотим свои семьи развивать, свою страну, и просто мирно войны, ни всего.
Can y'all see the words?
La, their comment was in the way.
Okay, oh my God, no. All right, there we go. That should do it.
Мы хотим мирно жить, мы хотим работать, мы хотим свои семьи развивать, свою страну, и просто мирного неба. А не вот так вот, как крысы по норам, и непонятно чего.
Well, this is something that should have never happened. This would not have happened during my administration. In fact, some people were saying, why didn't this take place over the last...
You know, Trump is going to just shit on this whole thing, you know? Make his name look good.
That's expected of him. He's gonna take advantage when he see it.
Years during our administration, and it didn't for a very good reason, and I'll explain that to you someday. But it wouldn't have taken place, and it wouldn't have taken place right now. And it's a very sad thing for the world, for the country, and it's certainly very sad for a lot of people that are going to be needlessly killed.
To convene an emergency meeting immediately and consider all necessary draft decisions.
All right, we're going to monitor this, continue to monitor his statements. We'll go back to President Trump for a quick reaction. We had kind of a really pathetic display from the Ukrainian President Zelensky earlier today, President Trump, where he, in Russian, he didn't like to speak Russian, but in Russian, he was essentially imploring Vladimir Putin not to invade his country. Now we basically have the Ukrainian ambassador to the United Nations looking like a defeated man. Your final reaction?
Well, I think the whole thing, again, would have never happened. It shouldn't happen. And it's a very sad thing. But you know what's also very dangerous is you told me about the amphibious attack by Americans. You shouldn't be saying that because you and everybody else shouldn't know about it. They should do that secretly, not be doing that through the great Laura Ingraham. They should be doing that secretly. Nobody should know that, Laura. And, you know,
that was the Russian. Those are the Russian amphibious landing.
I thought you said that we were sending people that.
No, I did not. No.
Damn! Come on, Trump.
No. That would be news. That would be news.
And you know what? Hey, look, that's all we need. That'll be next, okay? Now, we want to protect our own borders. You know, we want to get to the southern border and start protecting the southern border. But it's a very terrible situation. It's a situation that should have never happened, Laura.
Well, there was a poll that just came out today. Was I think it was a 36% support, American support for increased military involvement in Ukraine. So there does not seem to be, at least right now, public appetite for us to get involved militarily. President Trump, we really appreciate your.
Trade sirens went off again this morning in the capital city. People spent the night inside basements, in bomb shelters, some of them in the city's metro system. This morning, people are lining up for gasoline. They're lining up to get money out of bank machines. There is a movement, a lot of cars, long lines of cars moving very slowly towards the western frontier in this direction and the Polish border. Europe is very worried that there will be now a massive refugee crisis, with perhaps hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians determined to escape and coming towards Poland. The government here said this morning that about 40 soldiers were killed and maybe 10 civilians. The country is now under a state of martial law. NATO officials have reacted this morning, have condemned the invasion from Russia. Putin last night called it a special military operation. He did not call it an invasion. This morning, the NATO leadership said this is a very grave moment and that peace in Europe has been shattered. Paul Workman, CTV News, Lviv, in Ukraine.
Con. Hey, let me get Romans 13 and 11. All right, we always read this scripture, right? But it's high time. High time we wake up, man.
The water for putting me back in, Coach. Like he said, peace in Europe has been shattered. Has been shattered. All praise to the Most High. No more peace in Europe. Finally. We've been waiting on this. It finally came. No more peace in Europe.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This was like the greatest thing that happened. No more peace in Europe. Yes, it had to been shattered. There's a lot of things that was going on. Like you said, that crying, that thing looked fake as hell. And just everything that's going down, like the lady yelling, the one talking about, oh, they had to flex their muscle. Hell yeah, you disrespect me, I'm flexing your muscle. And dumbass Donald Trump. Oh my gosh, that guy there. He couldn't even remember what the lady said to him.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Let's read that. Romans 11 or 13. So like a 13, 11.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep.
Right.
For now is our salvation.
Uh-huh.
Nearer than when we believed.
Nearer than when we believed, man. High time y'all gotta wake up, man. Right? Time is nigh. Keep reading.
Verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
Right. Right. Put the old man away, man. Put those things that have keeping you from this truth. Read on.
Verse 13, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and in drunkenness, nor in chambering and wantons, not in strife and envying.
Finish it off, King.
But put ye on the Lord Yahushua, and make not provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof.
Right. Stop following the lust. Stop following your flesh. The flesh profiteth nothing. Thus saith the King.
God.
Right. So it ain't time to you know what, I'm in the truth, but I'm dealing with this, and I'm stop dealing with it, man. Put away. It says, cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light, man. And we read scriptures on there. Fear none of those things, man. Right? So be encouraged, man. Be encouraged that the time is nigh. Your faith will be tested. Right? Also, like I wasn't sharing my screen. So like it. I didn't even notice the screen. Damn. Quran Shalom, King. Peace and blessings. The rumor of the fake Jews of the NYC. There's a rumor from the fake Jews in the NYC that they're expecting an attack in New York City. They are leaving in large amounts headed to their houses up north. I'm sure they are. Man. Ain't that something?
Right. That's the Most High kicking them in their rear end.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Any brothers got anything else? Any other precepts? Anything brothers want to say?
I got one real quick.
Go ahead, King.
Oh, bring it out.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord Yahweh Shah is a man of war.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. I thought it was it's going to be butterflies and rainbows in the last days. That is not true. You know,
Lord's not all about love, man. He's all about destruction too.
Yeah,
that's what Jesus come, destroying these enemies.
Hey, how long have we been suffering, man? How long have we been waiting for this day to come? Thousands of years, man.
Thousands.
I mean, enough with the whole BS, man. It's time for liberation, man. It's time to repent, get ready for the Lord. Enough of these games. Hey, a lot of you brothers, man, let me tell you something, man. Here I go. A lot of you brothers make Israelites want to fall out of the truth because of your bickering and biting amongst each other, man. Let me tell you. Y'all fight amongst each other and people are watching you. And then they're saying, man, this is what Israel's about? Making videos about each other, bickering and fighting. Y'all giving a bad name to Israel, man. Straight the hell up. Y'all got to be better examples to the flock. And you're not. We got to do better, Israel. We got to do better.
Yep. That's what shows you how brothers are. If you think about the history of what we went through, imagine we was in a time now going through it so bad and they record everything we're going through. Ours would be way different what these heathens are going through, big time.
Right.
But it's all about them. So that's why every time it happens to them, it's worldwide. When it happens to us, it just only a few know.
Right. Right. That's all I got, Akim.
I got one last precept, and then I'm
ahead,
done with everything. Let me get Revelations 11 and 8. That's gonna be my last one.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. Keep going.
And they of the people and kindred and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right. That's future tense, man. That's what's coming to this land, man. Y'all don't have a clue what's coming, boy. Them 3 days, that's gonna be a long time. It says 3 days, but it's longer. Way longer. You ain't ready for this. Jump down to 12. Give me 12 and 13.
Verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to the heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Verse 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the raiment was affrighted, and gave glory to the God of heaven.
You see, that's what is in store for the righteous and for the wicked. The ones that hold out strong, that continue to do what they're supposed to do. They're gonna hear a voice that says, "Come up hither. Come into this chariot." That will be your reward at the end, man. Going up into that chariot, getting ready to see the kingdom to come. Most High willing, the Most High has that in store for you. But you got to keep enduring, brothers and sisters. You got to keep enduring. Keep on going. Minimize the arguments. Minimize the bickering. Get back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Get back to that faith, praying, fasting, doing everything you need. Get back to the brotherhood, the sisterhood. Get back to it. Wives loving their husband and doing what they're supposed to do. Husbands loving their wives and doing what they're supposed to do. This is your job. If you want to see the chariot and hear that voice to say, "Come up hither," or you could be with one of them that's going to get slain in the earthquakes. 7,000. The remnant of them that made it through that is a frightened. Man, I don't see what else. This is what is required. This is what we need to do.
That's right.
And I'm going to say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Malakim.
That's for me.
Shalom,
Yep.
shalom.
Shalom, Malakim. Shalom.